all right. We are live. We are live. We are live. Man, am I excited about this conversation? I am super, super pumped. So, I am coming live so we can have a conversation about the releasing of the guilt when it comes to money. This is why I typically put my phone on do not disturb. But we are going to be talking live about releasing the guilt when it comes to money. You know, a lot of us are telling old money stories. We are telling old money stories that are not serving us. And when it comes to releasing it, when it comes to letting it go, when it comes to those stories no longer controlling us, it has a lot to do with how can I positively look at money? How can I look at money different and in a positive way that is going to serve me? The releasing of the guilt has everything to do with, things have happened to us in the past. Like we've had experiences, bad money experiences in the past that have come up and are now showing up in our current reality, right? You've gotten a big windfall of money and then all of a sudden a big bill came. Right? You were trying to make a lot of money and you were just having a really hard time making the money. And to you, making money is really hard, right? But it's all about releasing the guilt around the money so you can end up showing up in a positive, happy way when it comes to the money that you deserve. And so I really want to come here today and talk about how do you release the guilt, right? Because it's easy to have the guilt. The guilt is natural. It's constant. It's something that, as you're going through life, it's going to be there, right? Because we have all of these experiences and our memories hold strong in our subconscious mind. Our memories are what hold us back from the more, from the abundant, right? So releasing these thoughts, releasing these feelings is something that takes daily work. And so how do we release the feelings and the guilt when it comes to the bad money decisions that we've made? And so, number one, what I like to tell people, make a list of these quote unquote bad money decisions. And I want you to make the list on this side. Now, I know I got my list. I didn't trusted a whole bunch of crazy people. I didn't done a lot of crazy things with money, right? So you make the list on one side. And then on the other side of this list, I want you to say, what did you learn? This is step number one to releasing the guilt. Make a list of all the bad money decisions that you made on one side. And on the other side, I want you to make a list of everything that you learned. This is where we start when it comes to releasing the guilt, right? This is where it begins when it comes to releasing this thought that you didn't do something right. This worry that I can't trust myself with money. This is where we begin. So you make a list of all of the bad things that you did with money. And then on the other side, you make a list of all of the lessons that you learned in regard to each, right? And so, like for me, a lot of us, maybe when you were younger in your early 20s, you weren't, making the money as well. And then you were just racking it up on credit cards, right? You were balling on a budget. You were sitting there swiping them cards, but had no money to really refund. Now you're here grown and you're scared to get a credit card. You're scared to have any sense of a debt, right? And you're looking at debt really, really bad. And the thing about it is, debt is the ability for you to pay something off over time. So it's not this good versus bad thing. It's all about the way you view it. So you make a list of all the things. You can say, I racked up a whole bunch of credit card bills. And then on the other side, what did you learn from that? I learned that I need to pay my credit card bills on time. I learned that paying them in full is a beautiful way to keep my credit score high, right? So doing this is going to release the guilt. You're going to be allowing yourself to trust yourself with money again, because you're releasing it. You're no longer thinking of it as this terrible thing, I can't trust myself, but you're looking at the lessons, right? Step one. Step two, real talk. It looks like this. You emotionally attract at the point in which you feel. So now it is just about rethinking your thoughts and feelings about money. What is the news story that you rather tell? Or how about this? This is what I like to talk about. Truth be told, I normally have a online training that I teach this in. And that's the thing about me. I will teach you a lot about money. I will sit up here and have a whole conversation about money. But at the end of the day, I understand that is deep, energetic work that matters. You know, the thing about it is we are attracting constantly. We are constantly attracting, right? We are literally magnets. And so as you're sitting here constantly attracting, I want you to remember you attract at how you feel. And so I just did this with my clients the other day. What's your relationship with money like right now? If you could compare your relationship with money to, let's say, a celebrity couple, right? Are you guys Ben and Jen? On again, off again, you know what I mean? Been through a couple relationships, now y'all solid, right? Are you Will and Jada? Are y'all in an entanglement with money? What's your relationship with money? Are you Rihanna and ASAP Rocky and y'all can't keep your hands off each other? What is your relationship with money? And if you're not digging your relationship with money, it's in that moment that you say, I want this kind of relationship with money. And you make this statement out loud of what that relationship looks like. And normally, what I tell my clients is write down, what does it look like to be a wealthy woman? What does that look like? What does she do? Where does she shop? Where does she eat? Who does she hang out with? And you get to make the statement of these desires as if you are embodying them now. And doing that will do nothing but increase your vibration. It makes you feel oh so good. It changes the way the money comes into you because you're now showing up as that person. Wealthy woman, wealthy man, right? Now you're showing up as that person. You are a magnet. You're attracting again based upon how you feel. So let's make new statements of how we feel about money. That's another way to release the guilt. Once you realize, hey, I learned a lot of lessons. I've learned a lot of things in some of my relationships with money. Now I understand that I'm powerful, right? Now that you know you're powerful, I want you to go out and make the statement of what you want to see, how you want to see money coming into you. Is it going to be hard for you? Is making a lot of money hard for you? Or is it going to be easy, flowy? I'm just doing the next right thing. It's something that's happening naturally for me. You get to decide. So releasing the guilt around money is up to you. It's up to how you want to feel and what you want to experience. It's up to you when it comes to, you know, the thoughts and the feelings that you have, right? Making the statement of what you want to feel new, how you want to experience money is the best way to release the guilt because the guilt is based upon everything that's happened in your past. But everything that's happened in your past is only going to continue to repeat itself if you continue to hold on to the guilt, if you continue to hold on to the worry, if you continue to hold on to the fear. You're only going to have a repeat of what you've been going through over and over again when it comes to money. But if you release it, if you say, I learned a lot of lessons, I've done a lot of things, but more money is easy. It is effortless. My clients love to pay me. People are always showing up for me. This new statement, this new way of thinking and feeling is beautiful. Absolutely phenomenal. And it's up to you. And so the thing about it is, this is so funny. I love this. And I'm actually going to make a comment on it. I wasn't going to, but I'm about to. Amara, Jesus Christ is king. Jesus Christ made you the creator of your reality. So if you want to create the life you want to see, start to speak it. Start to make the statements. You know, your tongue is powerful and it's up to you to make magic happen. You know, and people's salvation is up to them, queen. Okay. It's up to them. Hi, I'm new to manifesting. Yes. Oh, I love this. I love my new manifestors. So honestly, new to manifesting, I dare you to try it out. Try out just speaking out what you want. And it could be something simple. Do something small. It could be, I'm going to get all green lights today. It could be, I'm going to get a close spot at the grocery store. Make a statement and see what happens next for you. You'll be able to, once you see your magic, you're going to be able to use your magic in a whole bunch of different ways. And what I'm talking about today, as far as releasing the guilt, it's a beautiful way to start, because as you release the worry, the fear, the overwhelm in regard to money, you're going to start attracting it everywhere around you. Yes. Oh, I've done that a couple times, like food from my mom. Yes. And the fun part about it is you've done that a couple times. You're doing it all the time. You are doing it all the time. Try to do it intentionally as often as you can and see what comes up for you. It's powerful. It's powerful. Okay. So we are manifesting all the time. And truthfully, we manifest twice, once in our mind and once in our physical reality. We think in pictures. And so as you are continuously manifesting and making statements, your brain sees the picture first, right? Oh, people try to tell you manifesting ain't real. I could be a skeptic at times. Okay, let's keep it 1,000. Manifesting is very real, queen, and it's constant and continuous, and it's all the time. It's working whether you know it or not. So they can say it's not real all they want to, but they manifesting all the time too. We all are manifesting all the time. And so even when we say it's not real, it doesn't make it any less real. Just like people can say gravity is not real, you're still on the ground. You're not floating in the sky, right? The law of attraction is like any other law, like the law of movement, the law, everything, all the law of gravity. Okay. It's all very real. And so just realizing how powerful you are. And that's why I'm very big on releasing the guilt, because at the end of the day, that release is going to do nothing but bring more to you. Yes, I'm looking to lose weight, such as 75 pounds in 3 months. Is that possible? I actually do. I do have tips. Matter of fact, Shafiq, if you want to check me out or keep following me, my podcast episode that is going to air next week, there is a man that I interviewed, Dr. Dan, and he talks about how you can lose weight. It has everything with the way you speak to yourself. The cells in your body are very, very real. And these cells hear you. They respond to you. If you're talking bad to yourself, those cells will tack on another 5 pounds. It's your cells. So it is the way you're talking to yourself and your food. So you should check out my podcast interview with Dr. Dan, man. Phenomenal. He's a doctor of Chinese medicine, and he really broke it down how weight is everything. Logic. Well, let's keep it 1,000. Is logic a thing in manifesting? Let's have a conversation about that. When it comes to logic and manifesting, the funny part about it is we are magical beings. There's really nothing logical about us. That's why when it comes to robots, we cannot be duplicated. We cannot be duplicated for the simple fact that they can duplicate everything that our bodies do, but what our brain does and how it thinks on its own, it itself cannot be duplicated. And so that's the thing. We are magical. And so there's nothing logical about us as human beings, period. Nothing logical. Your heart beats on its own, your mouth is salivating. That's your brain and that's your subconscious mind doing it, right? So as much as we want to think logical, the more fun that you're going to have is thinking magical. You're magical. You are phenomenally made. And so keep showing up as that. Right? So releasing the guilt has everything to do with you understanding your power. You understanding how phenomenally made you are. You understanding that you were created in such a way that you can speak it and it will come true. Okay? And so I just want to let you know, release the guilt. Let it go. Money is just a tool. It is a resource. It is something that you can use in order to spend it on the things that you love and the people that you enjoy being around. Once I affirmed for something, but I got the opposite. Why could that be? It depends on how you affirmed it. I was just talking to somebody about this. It depends on how you affirm. Let's be honest. The universe doesn't hear the word not. It doesn't hear the word no. So if you're sitting here saying, I don't want this, you're going to get it, right? You are going to get it. And that's okay. Questions are great. I love questions. So if the universe hears you saying no, you're going to get it. For example, I had said Oh man, I haven't gotten a speeding ticket in a long time. I'm doing good. Yeah, look at me. Literally 3 days later, I got a speeding ticket. And somebody asked me, why would you get a ticket when you said I haven't gotten one? Because I said I haven't gotten one. I put the energy out there and I attracted that god dog ticket. Even when I got pulled over, I was like, oh, knew this was happening. So what was that? I tried to get an A, I affirmed and got a B. Keep showing up and yes, girl, it happens. But keep showing up. Keep showing up. Maybe it wasn't an A on this, it's going to be on A and on the next one, right? Like your manifestation, it may not happen right when you say it, but you have to still believe anyway. You have to still believe in spite of, and it will come to you. You can revise it. Yes, you can revise it. I easily could have said, I'm a safe driver. Only great things happen to me on the road, right? I easily could have revised that. I'm always watching Sam. Okay, not sure if you know. I don't know her, baby. So I love this. I love this conversation. We are release the stress, the overwhelm, the worry when it comes to money. You are abundant now. You are a magnet now. You are an attractor now. And the only thing holding you back from the money or the desires that you have that may cost you to get, right? Because for me, I want to go to Italy. Italy is my dream, right? The money to get to Italy is my resource. So for me, I'm manifesting Italy. That means that the money for me to go is going to show up in my bank account. That means that I have to release the worry and the shame and the fear that I have around money. And doing that, a lot of the times is just because we've messed up in the past. A lot of us have made a lot of jacked up decisions that we were like, oh my God, why did I do that? Now this is happening to me, right? And so we no longer trust ourselves with money. I want to let you know you can trust yourself with money. So, like I said, let's go back over it. Number one, write down a list of all the mistakes you've made with money. And then on the other side of the list, write down the lessons, right? Step number two, change the way you're thinking about money. Shift the thought process about money. You know, it doesn't have to be hard. Money's never coming to me. It could be more than enough is coming. I'm always abundantly supported. It can easily be the opposite, right? And then three, I want you to go ahead and start showing up as that person who gets the abundance. Start being that individual. Start showing up as that person because the money is already coming to you. It's waiting for you. The moment that you made the statement that you wanted it, right? The moment that I said I wanted to go to Italy, things were moving and shifting in order to make that happen for me. Okay. So for me in this present moment, I am on my way to working towards it, right? Like my girl, Shafiq, you know, honey, you didn't get the A this time, but the next time you will, right? Because you're working towards it. It's already coming to you. You just have to keep stepping. A lot of the times, the road is going to be really foggy in front of you. You can't see how it's going to happen. And this is where a lot of us get hung up at it too. How? I said I wanted the money, but how is it going to come in? To be honest, that's none of your business. What your business is you made the statement. Now let it go and start stepping and walking in faith towards it. It's already coming. It's already there for you. It's already abundantly your birthright. You just got to keep stepping and doing the next best thing, and everything that you desire is going to come. The only thing holding you back are the resistant thoughts, are the worries, are the fears, are the overwhelming, I want to say overwhelming worries because people worry about money, especially women. We worry. Okay. We have to stop worrying and be faithful and know that more is coming. I am abundant. I am constantly supported. And that's another thing I want you to do. Think about a time where you didn't think money was coming. You didn't think you were going to make it, and you did. Y'all know we all got stories like that. I can tell y'all we're at one right now. I tell this story all the time. Half my check was being garnished. My job ended up sending me to training somewhere else and putting me up in a hotel where I didn't have to worry about it. You are supported. More money is coming to you. You are constantly taken care of. So remind yourself what a badass you are. Remind yourself. And doing that is make the list. Winter times that you went through and you didn't think more money was coming and it did show up for you. You are constantly supported. You are constantly being well taken care of. There are people constantly wanting to do more for you, wanting to help you, wanting to support you and be there for you. And sometimes, this is another thing, let's release this guilt. Sometimes it's you not feeling worthy to receive it. Sometimes it's just you not being open to the reception of it. I have girlfriends all over the place who people want to help them. And they're like, I can do it all by myself. Right. And they're not being receptive to the help. But the help was placed there in order for them to get further in whatever they need to do. So get receptive, allow people to help you out, allow people to support you, allow people to love on you the way that they want to love on you. Because the more that you get into receiving mode, the more you will receive. Okay. It's just about you being open and receptive to receiving it yourself. Wow, I resonate so much. For example, I had a crush, but my mind always said I wasn't good. Yes, I'm getting enlightenment. Yes, because it is about receiving. You are good enough, honey. You are fabulous enough. You're fierce enough. You got to remind yourself. And that's why I tell people affirmations are the bomb. Whatever people tell you about affirmations, people are going to tell you some crazy stuff about affirmations, but affirmations are the bomb because it's a reminder to yourself how badass you are, as well as it is a reminder to your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is completely in control. It's the one doing all the work. You don't have to do anything. Your subconscious mind tells your body to do everything. So if you're talking to your subconscious mind constantly through auto-suggestion, like affirmations, your body is going to show up and act. And that goes back to that faith and walking in faith and just doing it because your body got your back. Your mind has your back. The universe has your back. God got your back. All you have to do is keep showing up and reminding yourself what a gift you are to this world. Our minds are so powerful. Science can't even catch up. That's what I'm saying. Girl, they talking about all this AI. Yeah, they talking about all this AI. But even recently, like with the new Chat GPT, they said even that is so far behind. Like its system is not even updated. Our brains are magical. They said if they were to unwind all of our brains, it would come from here and it would go all the way to the moon. That's how much is already going on inside of there. Okay. Like literally science is like there is no soul and we black out after death. Huh? But energy keeps going. Huh? Right? Girl, you got it. You already know what you're talking about. I love that. Yes. Thank you for being here, boo. So one more time, go over the list of all the mistakes you've made with money. This is how we release the guilt. Then make a list of the things you have learned. Yes, like I'm having fun here. Yes, but all the things that you've learned. So take all the things that you've experienced with money, all the things that you've learned, and that itself takes away a lot of guilt and you start to trust yourself because you're like, oh, these experiences actually meant something. They were actually for something. And then once you do that, just start shifting the thoughts. Well, what do I want to think about money? Well, shoot, I want to think more money is coming to me. I want to think abundance is all around me. I want to think that, you know what I mean? What is it that you want to experience with money? And then start walking in that. You can start walking in it by saying affirmations. You can start walking in it by just showing up daily as that person. You know who that person is. And if you don't know who that person is, I dare you to write it out. What does your wealthy person look like? What do they do? Where do they shop? Who do they hang out with? How do they talk to themselves? That's a good one. How do they talk to themselves? So let's release the guilt. You are abundant. You are supposed to be, your abundance is meant to overflow for you. So let's get it overflowing for you. Once you release the guilt, abundance is going to flow right to you and you're going to be the money magnet that you deserve. And so I say all that to say this because I love me some money magnets. If we have any female coaches on here, I have a thing for you. I am teaching female coaches how to make 10K in 30 days. I have 5 spots. Now, here's the deal. I have a client right now that literally just made 10K in 2 weeks. 14 days, she made 10K. I ain't playing with y'all. We out here to do this. And if you don't get to the 10K in 30 days, guess what? You're going to get to hang out with me until you do. We gonna hang out and kick it with each other until you do. So if you are a female coach and you are interested in getting to 10K in 30 days, all I want you to do is send me a DM. Because see, here's the deal. A lot of people think it has everything to do with the strategy. And when you work with me, we go deep on the energetic work. And not only do we go deep on the energetic work, we implement strategy in order for the energetic work to support you. Okay. And it's funny. I even had one of my clients, she made 50K in 3 days after being and doing and using my Journal Your Business Profitable. And you only get that when you work with me. So, Queen, I saw your offer 30-minute coaching. You said 30-minute coaching? Oh, I have. Yeah, that's free, girl. Shoot me a DM. I'll send you a link. You can come on. Let's get on a call because that's free. I do a 30-minute quick session where we can get you hooked up. Okay. So you're abundant. You are a gift to this world. You have purpose. And all I want you to know is keep showing up like the gift you are. Keep shining your light. Okay. And I got your back. I'm here to do nothing but help you succeed and soar and get to the bag. So remember, Coach Jackie got your back, baby. And I'm here to help you do nothing but soar. Love y'all. Hey, Sharik, thank you, girl, for being here. I adore you. But seriously, shoot me that DM and let's get to talking. Oh, yeah, to ask questions. Absolutely. The call is to ask questions. So holla at me. All right. Love y'all. Have a good day. Bye. Okay, and Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. Y'all heard me, and I'm gonna say, I gotta call her back. Y'all heard me, and y'all heard what I was saying, but what I'm gonna tell y'all is this again. 30 days, 10K in 30 days. I have your back. If you are a female coach, I am only allowing 5 people in. Once I get the 5 people in, I'm shutting this thing down because those 5 people are going to get all my attention. And I'm going to make sure that they do nothing but get to 10K in 30 days. And 10K and beyond, shoot, you may even make 20. Okay, messing with me. I have an amazing system that can get you there. I got your back. Slide me a DM. Let's get you to the bag, baby. All right? Coach Jackie got your back. We out.